Boys, lots has happened. Um, Sorry, there's no lie. Oh, fucking cat. Oh, mate, get off. Um, Light blew out. But honestly, the last couple of weeks have been pretty chaotic. I would say, to say the least. Overall, it's going in the right direction, though. To break it down, me and Kozo went separate ways in terms of business. Um, I think we've just decided in the long haul that we value the friendship more, if that makes sense. I think if we continued sort of doing it together, there's a risk that not saying that would happen, but there's a risk that later down the line shit could happen and it shit. Just a load of like just a load of shit that it's not worth, fucking losing one of your best mates over, Um, but we've ultimately sort of decided that going back to sort of separate routes makes the most sense right now, purely just because of our dynamic mainly. Um, Sort of how we work clashed a lot, and we've just decided, look, we're just gonna go set. Like, this isn't a fucking gossip session, but we've just decided we're just gonna go separate ways, do our own separate things, and honestly, I think it's probably the best thing. I'm trying to look at everything sort of positively. It's probably the best thing that has happened sort of in a while, to be honest. Not in terms just in terms of the that switch of drive that I have is completely back. I think I was drained from so many different things external to the business that now it's like I can just purely focus. I know exactly my inputs, my outputs, how to just I just everything's on me, right? So I'm just excited. I had an idea like a good few months ago that had been circulating in my head. Didn't really know how to bring it into fruition. The ball is rolling on it. Things are being built. Um, I've got the sort of website landing page, um, and the actual thing built out. I'm gonna sort of go public with it, and truly start. It is software, just to sort of put that out there. But I want to. I've got an event to go to tomorrow where I'm going to be meeting with people who are sort of in the space, um, and I'm going to try sort of see if I can get people to start using it, just to trial it, get some feedback, and I'm gonna really try and make this like a building in public thing. I want to go in depth about everything, about the product, revenue, what we're selling, how we're selling it. I want to go. I really want to build this. I think I'm so confident in this sort of product and this idea that it's one of those things where I'm like, I know this is gonna nothing has really been done like this before, and it's an idea that I had for ages that was floating around, and then it was like second we sort of went separate ways because we both weren't really focusing on it. On my focus wasn't really on the business after we sort of went separate ways in terms of the agency. I've sort of had that time to think and be like, what the fuck have I? What am I going to do next, right? And ultimately, I've sort of seen like that there's a famous thing in sort of one of Rick Rubin's books. If any of you guys have read it, you should. The Creative Act, where he says good ideas. Don't quote me exactly. Good ideas tend to go into one person's mind, and if they don't execute them, it will go into another person's mind. And it's one of those ideas where I've sort of I've had it for like a couple of months, like a good few months, where I've sort of been like probably since the start of the year, where I've been like, this is kind of doable, but I don't know how. And I've like literally brought it to fruition, and I'm really really happy with it so far. I'm just gonna sort of wait until we're live, until things are like going, and then I'll sort of start documenting everything, exactly what challenges I'm facing. I want to go really really in depth with this. This is something that I'm extremely sort of passionate about, that I'm building, and I'm happy with the direction it's going and how it has come about, because I think everything happens for a reason, and we're both gonna sort of, like, me and Koza are both gonna make really really good decisions now about sort of business. We're gonna be able to just purely focus on what we need to do. And I think it alleviates a lot of stress off both of our ends. And I think we're both probably thankful that we're just, you know, we're just back to how it was at the start, where we're both working on separate things. We gave it a go, didn't work, is what it is. It's not a problem. Another like side quest thing as well. I've landed my first acting role. That is something I've never sort of specified on here. Obviously, this is about entrepreneurship. Acting was something that I did when I was younger. I used to do theatre, used to go to like drama school classes, that sort of thing. When I was much much younger, it was something that I've sort of always kind of liked but never took seriously. And like the past month or so, it's one of those things that came into my head again, and I was like, what have I got to lose to try? And I sort of, within sort of the first, it's sort of small thing, but it's like a short feature film. So it, like, first ever role, and I'm like, cool. I'm sort of treating that as my social life, if that makes sense. Because right now, like, I truly do not have like the time to, like, I guess, fuck around, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to be going to the pub anytime soon, you know. But I'm sort of treating that as like a hobby, and I'm going to treat it as a hobby. Obviously, if something ever comes off that, I have no idea. Entrepreneurship is sort of my main focus in terms of that, in terms of what I'm building now. But yeah, I thought that was quite a cool thing just to sort of happen. Like, I just put my mind to it and it came to fruition. Did an audition and got the role, so it's quite cool, to be fair. Yeah, overall the ball is moving. I don't know what fucking direction, but it's rolling. It's rolling somewhere. Progression is happening. Ideas are flowing. I'm just, yeah, I'm just grateful to be getting on with what I got to get on with, and yeah, excited to build this product in public. Um, and I think it's going to be a really really cool experience, to be honest. I think I'm going to go to this event tomorrow. It's up in London. It's like an AI marketing event, which that's sort of where this product falls into. So I think I'm going to be, yeah, I'm going to sort of just, I'm not going to like fucking go in there and just start pitching, but I'm going to just speak to people and just be like, look, I've started building this. um, Maybe I can even find a co-founder there. I got no idea. um, I am kind of looking for a co-founder, purely just because with funding and stuff, that if you're a solo, if you're solo, it's just like a statistic where it's like, if there's two people co-founding a company, you have more chance to get funded, and that's the ultimate sort of goal with this, right? Um, and it truly has the potential for it. So yeah, I'm gonna sort of see if anything can come with that. Gonna try get some sort of demo users on there, get feedback, customer calls. I was actually a part of another app as well not too long ago, sort of in um, like early October, um, something like that. Sort of to the end of the year, I did make a video about that. I didn't really go into depth about it, but yeah, did that, and I've sort of got experience from like where things went wrong with that company, why certain things didn't work, and I now know sort of where to adapt. And it's one of those things where it's like everything happens for a reason. It's like now things I learned then when I was in that company are now applying now, and it's all just working out really really weird, but it's working. So yeah, it's gonna be cool to move forward with this, and I'm excited, man. I'm really really excited for the sort of near future. Um, Things just seem to be going. I don't know, like weird, weird to be honest. Things I didn't expect. Um, but look, I guess I will look back on these. I'll look back on these mishaps fondly when I'm where I want to be. Um, had a friend tell me that literally 2 days ago, and it's all I've been thinking about. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited, and I truly truly think this is the season where things start going super well. I have trust sort of in God that whatever path is right for me, I will be led down. You know, whether that's like I feel passionately about both sides of things, whether that was the acting side of things or the entrepreneurship side of things. I feel strongly about sort of everything. I wanna I wanna try the avenues, and I wanna see where I'm pulled to, you know. Um, Treating acting as a hobby right now, but I'm extremely excited, man. I'm excited. I'm probably repeating myself now, but gonna wrap this one up here. I'll leave Koza's channel down below and the Discord we made. No one is still in that, so I'm not gonna like sit here and say there's loads of people. There's no one in there. It's literally just me and Koza right now. But yeah, it'd be cool to see some people join. Yeah, if you're building stuff, whatever you're doing, man. If you're just going, everyone goes through this lonely chapter. For me and Koza, unfortunately, it's been a lot longer than what people kind of advertise. But we're gonna get there at some point. So yeah, gonna be exciting things. I'll leave all relevant links down below, and yeah, excited for the near future, man. See you later.